Ihre Papiere, bitte. Your papers, please. Verzeihung, aber Sie haben Ihre Granate vergessen. Excuse me, but you forgot your grenade. Der Amerikaner hat Hundekuchen in der Tasche. The American has dog biscuits in his pocket. Rennt euer Leben. Er hat eine Panzerfaust. Run for your lives. He has a bazooka.
Electronic Arts and DreamWorks Interactive present Medal of Honor. Prepare for your finest hour. Congratulations on your first mission. You've gotten a rather dramatic introduction to life in the OSS. I have every confidence you're going to make me look like a genius for recruiting you. Your new assignment is a dangerous one. We're sending you back into enemy territory, but this time you're going undercover as a Wehrmacht captain. Now, the Germans have carried over some bad habits from the last World War. One is a love for grossly oversized pieces of artillery. You may have heard of the railguns Dora and Gustav. Well, meet their new sister, Greta. It became fully operational last week. This is the only clear photo we've been able to get because they keep hiding the damn thing. They've spent the last 7 days shooting it at the channel. This was a fuel tender, and this was a hospital ship. Greta's actually smaller than the Dora and the Gustav, but it's capable of firing a more powerful shell, and its reduced size gives it a high degree of mobility, so they're always able to move it before our bombers can get there. That's why we're sending you in to do it by hand. Your transport leaves at 1900 hours. Knock her out of commission, Lieutenant. Good luck.
Welcome back to Medal of Honor, Mission 2, bit of stealth and subterfuge. How the hell you're supposed to pronounce that word? I'm honestly not sure. Subterfuge, something like that. Anyway, stealth, subterfuge, and kind of stupid game design. That's what we're getting into here for the second mission, which is thankfully, at the very least, a lot more interesting than the first one is. And I'm continuously being assaulted by fucking bugs in my room here. I probably shouldn't say that word because this is a teen-rated game and I try to make things appropriate for the rating, but what the hell, who cares? I mean, hell, I hear people saying fucking Nintendo game, so who cares? Anyway, this douchebag will shoot at you no matter what. That's fine, because nobody cares if you kill him, and you need to do that to get the ID card anyway. Basically, the only reason to jump down here, sorry for the extra long pause, just had to try to focus on the screen. It's really, really dark in this preview window, and I don't like that. Yeah, the only reason to jump down there is to grab some more pistol ammo, which will be fairly useful at points. Unfortunately, it's a long trek all the way around the railing to get back to where you need to go. Could have cut it out, but really don't feel like taking the extra time to do that. Anyway, with the blue ID card, I really hope I'm not shaking the desk too much here. You can finally get past this fellow.
Yes, sir. Your papers are in order.
And with that, you can... let's see what I do here. It's been a few days since I recorded this. Just running up to these doorways to have a look. Semi-transparent textures in a PlayStation 1 game is actually kind of impressive for the time. Anyway, yep, let's just shoot him in the face, because really, who cares? And despite shooting him with a suppressed pistol, where nobody else could possibly have heard him, we get one or two people just popping up out of nowhere to shoot me. And I can apparently shoot through doors as well. Fantastic. I need to check one of the windows in here. These mosquitoes should seriously not be getting in here. Anyway, shoot your way through this grate, crawl through. I really hope it's gonna end up being a lot more visible in the final product than it is here in the preview. Anyway, shoot this open. Get rid of this clueless retard and, oh hey, look at that. Second ID. And that's pretty much the entirety of this first portion of the level finished. Oh hey, look at that. Got the same issue with this door here as I did with the lighthouse model in my Shroud development.
My mistake, sir.
Damn straight it's your mistake. And you know... Oh look, people spawned behind me. They were not there, and they just literally appeared out of nowhere because I shot him. That's, Medal of Honor's idea of punishing players for, not being perfect at the stealth sections. Just spawn enemies behind you. Also, showing off their wonderful inability to do a Z-axis check properly. For jumping. Damn straight it's your mistake, asshole. Oh well, they certainly expect you to get hurt, so they're leaving a good amount of health laying around. Simple. Yes. Alright, first objective, right next to the start of the level. Need to grab another ID card, find the gift package, and a few other thingamabobbers. You don't really need to... Actually, if I'm remembering right, you can't go the way I was looking there just a couple of minutes ago without picking up this ID card. Hello, jerk. Get out of my way. So a ladder that serves absolutely no purpose. And here's an asshole with the ID card. You can tell without even playing this game at all, because they will just stand there frozen for a second or two before trying to shoot you, as was just shown there. But conveniently, because you're supposed to kill him, they don't decide, hey, let's spawn enemies right behind you as a result of killing him.
Sir, I need to see some identification. Sorry, sir. Have a good night.
Of course, sometimes they'll do the whole pause thing regardless. Yeah, there's the gift package. Which is why I mistakenly shot him in the face. Yes, I am this man on the paper. Is there a problem?
Sir, have a good night.
It's a perfect choice of dialogue for that situation. So here, I believe I'm just having a quick look around the area. Of course, I forgot to brighten the video for the preview feed, so I can't really see diddly shit. Let's take care of this area first.
Forgive me, sir.
So, you're not supposed to go this way yet. And apparently these guys are so frustrated with me having the audacity to walk this way that they're gonna shoot at me. Wonderful. Old PlayStation gameplay mechanics right there. Have the hitbox be much larger than the object that you're shooting at. You're supposed to go back to that one door I mentioned earlier, where you need the card to get through to blow up the train, but it doesn't really hurt too much to go this way, as long as you don't actually go into the rail tunnel. All you're doing ultimately is clearing out, all the resistance along the way. So back to the door we go. And we're back at the door. By the way, I shot the guys at the bridge, along the way back. Just didn't really feel like that was worthy of keeping the footage in for. Now, I made a mistake here that I'll rectify in the commentary while I look at the two-dimensional sprite that doesn't auto-rotate. What you really should do is kill these people before you come in here. Makes things a lot easier. So otherwise you're just gonna blow this up and then the alarm goes off and everybody shoots at you with a weapon that's much more powerful than what you've got. It's just a big mess. And of course I didn't notice this guy behind me when I was trying to shut off the alarm. Down to like, I'd say that's about 0.5% of health. Oh, and it's a real pain in the ass to shut these off. You have to go at them at the perfect angle. Perfect distance away and hit the damn thing. Yeah. 0.5% health on the second part of the second mission. That is wonderful. Amazing gameplay, skill, and quality. Okay, we'll just phase through a lamp while jumping around. It's fine. Alright, this is just travel time. I don't think there's anybody left, so let's fast forward a bit.
Sir, I need to see some identification.
Alright, the final, if I recall correctly, portion of the, no, there appears to be another part to the mission after this. My mistake. Anyway, the subterfuge portion of the mission is done, as the briefing stated. And it's replaced with a more standard... I kind of want to say stealth, but at the same time, it really doesn't mean anything. Thank you, YouTube, for playing a video after I paused it. Anyway, shoot him in the back of the head. Everything's fine. Just blow up this box as well to open up the door. Not sure why you can't just walk up and open the door normally, but whatever. Anyway, here I am crawling back into the vent because I wanted to try to show off some AI behavior that I remember existing in the game, but it didn't exactly pan out. Basically, in this game, the AI is supposed to be able to have the brains to crawl into a vent after you, but maybe that's only in certain missions, because here he just, you know, tries to run through it and then just lay down, stand up, do the same thing. What a shame. It always seems to be the case, you know. I try to show off something that's cool in a game and it just doesn't happen. Anyway, once you clear that out, just gonna turn around and start blasting everybody away with the gun there. Although I am pretty sure that's fairly optional. And of course, trying to jump around on other objects works about as well as it does back in or forward in Rage. Hey, let's jump onto a rock. Try to explore. Oh, no, never mind. Can't do that. This guy's just having a smoke next to some fuel cans. That's, you know, it's not a stupid thing to do at all. Let's just carry on a bit further. We got a few other guys here. Nothing too difficult to take care of. Then again, at this point in the game, there really isn't anything that's too difficult to deal with. Now we're finally presented with the choice of places to go. And of course, as usual, which something that you may have noticed if you've ever seen my gameplay videos on any other game, go a certain amount of distance in one direction, get paranoid that I'm gonna miss something in the other direction, and just go back. So I think here I was trying to do that whole AI showcase thing again. This time shooting him up a little bit, so maybe he's got a little more reason to run up and get into the vent. And it works just as well as it did before. Huh? He must have gone away. Oh no, I'm dead. What a shame. Anyway, I definitely do go back to that place that I was on my way to. It's a side area that's completely optional. You know, it doesn't really hurt you too much if you miss it. But, hey, whatever. It's worth going to, at any rate. I'll just ignore him for right now. What to say here? Well, I can say this. A little bit of fun fact trivia sort of thing. Apparently, in beta builds of this game, there was actually gore and violence. And hell, they were late enough builds that, you know, it was actually in a publicly released trailer. It was bundled with another DreamWorks interactive game, Small Soldiers. I'll show some clips of that shortly. Let's just get through this firefight right now. First. Yeah, everything seems to render so strangely when you're looking through this scope in this game, and I don't know why, outside of, you know, it's a PlayStation 1 game, and everything looks weird in PlayStation 1 games. You know, with everything warping if you don't look at it the perfect way. Just the severe restrictions of the horrible, horrible hardware. Here I'm just kind of dicking around. Hey, I'm standing in the fire and it's doing no damage. Never mind the fact that it was much more of a pain in the ass to actually get in the fire than it should ever have been. It's just because the movement code in the engine is so awful. Like right there, I just kind of slid off the ledge for some reason. And it happened again. But at least this time, I decided to pay attention to this fellow and shoot him. Not that it really matters at all, but whatever. Anyway, that's footage from the beta version before I forget. Okay, I was thinking of doing this as an overlay, but fuck it. Nothing interesting happens in the main video. Anyway, it's can be hard to see because it's kind of a low quality video. Even before being ripped from YouTube, but you know, there's blood effects, there's gore from the explosions, and it looks pretty awesome for a PlayStation game. Plus, some of the weapon animations look a hell of a lot better than the final release ones. I mean, I can understand the gore being cut because, hey, it's EA. They probably decided, you know, it'd be best to just, you know, get rid of the gore, go for the teen rating, and possibly get more sales than to keep the gore in and have an M rating. Because it's Electronic Arts. But the animations, man, I swear the Thompson at the very least is leagues better than what the hell they went with for the final product, and I really don't understand the decision there. Like, why would you go with an inferior thing for your final product? Anyway, what a shame. Once again, a game looks more promising in its pre-release forms than its final release was. Anyway, getting completely destroyed by this goddamn turret here. Let's throw a second grenade for good measure, even though the first one most certainly got him. Oh, sure, let's stop. Someone want to tell me where the hell this guy came from? Other than the obvious, they spawned them there for no reason. So I'd really like to know. And, oh yeah, that's right, I shot the ground there because that medkit that I was going back for and was banking on being able to use spontaneously disappeared for no legitimate, intelligent reason. Hooray, great game design, eh? Having a little bit of Kool-Aid and tea mix for some reason for the drink tonight. Alright, what have we got going on here? A couple guards just kind of standing there, not really caring about anything else. Let's just shoot them down with a sniper. Did I say that this was a more exciting and interesting mission than in the previous level? It's starting to think I may have lied a little bit. I've already run out of things to say about it. Other than the obvious, okay, you need to go here and do this now. And here you can enjoy the wonderful aiming capabilities that a PlayStation 1 controller at 15 to 20 frames per second allows you to have. course, that lantern, not only is it not where the painted-on lighting is, it's also not a healing canteen as I initially thought it was at first glance. I think the person that was shooting at me is actually over here. There are a few times in this game where enemies will just see you and start shooting at you through a wall. Kind of like in Far Cry with patch 1.4. The fortunate difference being here they can't actually hit you through the walls when they shoot. Thankfully. I'll just throw a grenade at his face. Why not? Also, there seems to be a model seam very visible there on the rock to the right. Okay, this is a AAA game. Not the first time we've seen such model issues in a game with this kind of budget. And this is basically why a sniper rifle in these early Medal of Honor PlayStation games, or hell, any console shooter made before the PS2 and Xbox era, were completely worthless. The draw distance is just nowhere near far enough for a sniper rifle to be worthwhile. Hardware restrictions, I know, but it's just, why even put a sniper rifle in when you can't see far enough to, you know, actually make it useful over any other kind of rifle. Let's see, I think here, if you want to speed things up, you can just jump down the hole and run the opposite direction from where I'm looking. Might have to shoot this guy, but you can probably just run out of the way before he gets a chance to do anything. Anyway, we're done with this, and now we're running off towards the final part of this mission. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward, just kind of go to the train and blow it up, if I remember right. I'm actually not really reading the briefings at all while editing this. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do that, whatever. We had a little bit of sniping action here. Because really the only purpose this serves is that it's more likely to get a one-shot kill than any other weapon in the game. Except for one that you get way up in Mission 6 and 7, but that's irrelevant. And that's what you get for trying to go for an actual headshot. Oh, nope, never mind, it's just gonna knock his helmet off and not do any damage otherwise. Guys in a row here. Shooting them is a hell of a lot of fun in a situation like this, because you'll shoot at one guy and the auto aim will just drag the bullet to somebody else who's in a pain animation. Then you'll end up getting shot because you can't lock another enemy into a pain animation, and it's just loads of fun. So this is another one of those optional side areas. And also, just listening to this, I'm getting the feeling that the in-game soundtrack is in mono, despite having the option to turn the game audio to stereo. So, yeah, it's definitely the case. I just wasn't paying attention before, but that's most certainly the case. Most easily noticeable with headphones. Just gotta get close enough for the draw distance to actually let me snipe. These damn bugs are annoying. Yep, one single objective, destroy the Railgun Greta. Just had to remind myself there while playing. And look at that. My first mission failure of the entire playthrough. And what for? I got stuck in the geometry for no reason. Well, only way to get done with this. Alright, back roughly to where I was. Just kind of skipped ahead of doing everything up to this point. Obviously. I believe we're right here at the rail car now. Yes, indeed. We can finally see the thing firing in action. And we can also see the frame rate drop to about, oh, maybe 7, 8, possibly 9 at points. Just by virtue of getting close to this damnable machine. Set a few charges. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 enemies left on the other side of the train. Don't you love that frame rate? It makes this fight more ridiculous than it possibly ever needed to be. Ever possibly needed to be, or whatever sentence phrasing works better.
Delivering explosive ordnance onto an enemy target has always been a major element of modern warfare. Artillery, tanks and bombers evolved into lethal extensions of the mighty German war machine. Goering's Luftwaffe, working in tandem with the Wehrmacht's mighty siege guns, smashed across Europe, the Channel and Britain herself. But tanks could be stopped, rail guns could be destroyed, and airplanes could be shot from the sky.
Anyway, that's it for the second mission of Medal of Honor. Hopefully the following ones will prove a little easier to commentate. Anyway, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time in Medal of Honor.